What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Bears Profit Plays YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the content in this video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel below. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of this video for a quick message from our team. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get into some MLB picks and props for Saturday, July 22nd slate of games. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Start us off.
Yes, that's what I call a good old-fashioned sweep. We cleaned the floors yesterday because I went 2-0. I gave out the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings and the first inning tie in the Orioles versus Rays game. And both these bets, they cashed for us with ease. And it was a very low-scoring game, which was nice to watch because the score is 0-0 after the first inning. So the first inning tie cashed for us. And then the score was 1-0 heading into the 6th inning. So the under 4.5 total runs cashed for us in the first 5 innings. It felt great to go 2-0, but I love my pick for today.
Yeah, Trey, I wouldn't want to know. I had the yes runs first inning between the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers, and I couldn't have called it better, Trey. The Braves didn't score a run, but I said the Brewers were going to jump on the Atlanta Braves early, and they did. Christian Yelich started the game off with a double, and then Jesse Winker had an RBI single to score some runs for the Brewers yesterday in the first inning. It was very fun to watch. I just got home from a rehearsal dinner to catch the bottom of the first, and I was screaming at the TV in joy. So thank you, Brewers, for cashing that bet for us. But let's move on to today, Trey. Let's sweep it again and start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be attacking this Kansas City Royals at New York Yankees game. This Yankees team, they desperately need to sweep the Kansas City Royals here because New York, they're 4 games behind the Blue Jays at the moment for the last spot in the AL wild card, and they need to start stringing together some wins if they want to make that playoff push because Kansas City, they've been brutal this season. They are a cupcake matchup for whoever's been going up against them because they have the second worst record in the MLB with a 28-70 record, 15-36 at home. That is just no bueno. They are not trying to win games. So if the Yankees don't win this game, they're going to be struggling, and Aaron Judge needs a sprint back to the lineup. So I'm going to be taking 2 picks, and it's going to be both favoring the Yankees here. The first one's going to be the New York Yankees at -1.5 on the full game run line, and then the other one's going to be the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings. I love both of these picks because Garrett Cole is starting for the Yankees, and he's going to be shutting down the Royals throughout this game because he averages pitching 6 innings so far per road start this season while only allowing 1.75 runs per start. He's been great. And whenever we factor in that he loves pitching against Kansas City as well, who he's faced 7 times in his career, turning it to a 4-1 record with a 2.76 ERA, it just makes me love this bet because Kansas City, they already struggle to score runs. They come dead last when it comes to scoring runs in the first 5 innings. They only score 2.05 runs per game. Like I said, Kansas City, they're not trying to win games. Yankees, they need to start stringing together some wins. So give me the New York Yankees at -1.5 on the full game run line and the under 4.5 total runs in the first 5 innings.
Yeah, Trey, I love both those plays, and I'm actually going to comment on them. The Yankees right now in the last 30 games, they are dead last in batting average, .212. So that first 5 looks really good, but Garrett Cole on the mound, the Royals stink. Yankees 2-0 in that game. Sounds perfect to me. Great picks there. For my play today, though, Trey, I'm going to be looking at the San Diego Padres going up against the Detroit Tigers. Call me crazy. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers tomorrow night against the San Diego Padres to win the game. The reason I'm going to take the Tigers is because Ryan Weathers is going to be on the mound for the Padres, and I don't trust him as far as I can throw him. The Tigers will have Matt Manning on the mound, and he is a young guy, but his stats are way better this season than Ryan Weathers. He is also coming off back-to-back really good starts against the Blue Jays and the Royals, where he only allowed 1 run in both of those games combined. Ryan Weathers this season is coming in with a 6.25 ERA and has allowed 4+ runs in 3 of the last 4 games pitched. I cannot trust the Padres against the Detroit Tigers with the starting pitcher giving up 4 runs regularly in the first couple innings. Let's get wild tomorrow. Take the Tigers on the money line as my first play of the day. Trey, let's go over those player props. Start us off.
Yeah, yesterday I went 0-1 because I gave out Francisco Lindor over 6.5 fantasy score versus the Red Sox and Lance Lynn over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Twins. And Lindor's game got suspended due to rain, so that bet got voided out for us. But he was 0-2, and I had the utmost confidence that he was still going to cash. But Lance Lynn, he did not cash for us because he got lit up in this game. It was tough to watch. And the White Sox, they just kept trotting him out there even after he's given up run after run after run. He pitched in 6 2/3 innings, allowing 9 runs on 8 hits. But he did strike out 6 batters, making us lose on the hook, and which makes it hurt even worse. I went 0-1 yesterday, but I love my 2 picks for today.
Yeah, Trey, I want to know currently I had Shohei Ohtani over 6.5 strikeouts. I got him at 7.5 strikeouts. Did not matter. He gave up 4 home runs in the game so far, Trey. He He had 9 strikeouts in 6 innings, though. So we did cash it there. And I'm going to give you a live update probably in a little bit because Ohtani is currently 0 for 1. He's gotten 5 total strikes this entire game. They aren't pitching to him. So that over 1.5 bases is in trouble, but he is up right now in the bottom of the 7th. So I'm going to give a live update in a little bit. Trey, start us off our picks tonight, though.
Yeah, and my batting prop, it's going to be Julio Rodriguez under 6.5 fantasy score versus the Blue Jays. And I've been fading Julio here recently, and it's been cashing for me, and it should continue in this game because Julio, he's struggling batting 190 post All-Star break, and he's not catching any breaks in this game going up against the Blue Jays because Toronto, they're throwing out Kevin Gausman in this game, and he's averaging 8 strikeouts per game with a 3.03 ERA. So Rodriguez should struggle to get on base, at least in the first half of this game, because these two guys, they've even faced each other in 5 at-bats, and Julio's 1 for 5 against them with a single, and Julio has struck out twice as well, and I expect a similar outing here for Julio Rodriguez. Give me a 1 for 5 night with a single all day long, so give me Julio Rodriguez to go under 6.5 fantasy score versus the Blue Jays.
Yes, Trey, I like that play, and update on Ohtani, he just walked for the 3rd time tonight, so we are not going to cash that bet. It looks like it probably should have been a 4-walk night. He was begging to swing at something earlier in the game, and it was a drop third strike, and he made it on base. So four times he's on base tonight, 3 walks. Bad pick there. But for my batting prop tonight, I'm going to be taking Seiya Suzuki over 1.5 bases going up against the St. Louis Cardinals. I love this play today, not only because the matchup is going to be good, but because Suzuki is coming into this game with 8 hits over the last 5 games. His bat is hot right now, and getting a matchup against Miles Mikolas is only going to make his stats look better today. Miles has been a little bit better as of late, but in his last game against the Marlins, he still allowed 7 hits over 6 innings of work. He has sprinkled in a couple quality starts over the last 4 games, but this season he's still given up the 2nd most hits by any starting pitcher. This is a great rivalry matchup, and I expect this game to come down to the wire with Suzuki getting a clutch hit late in the game for us to cash this play. Give me Suzuki over 1.5 bases against the Cardinals tomorrow afternoon. Trey?
And then my pitching prop, it's going to be Dylan Cease over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Twins. Because Cease, yes, he has had an up and down 2023 season so far for the White Sox, but he's going to be trying to look his best to get dealt to a great playoff team at the trade deadline. And he's getting a great matchup to rake up the strikeouts as well. But Cease, he has not been great at doing that so far this season in his 20 starts. He only averages getting 6.45 strikeouts per game, right at this number. But I do think that he can get over the hump and get us to that 7 strikeout number in this game because the Twins, they do love the strikeout. They strike out an average of 10.22 times per game, which is the most in the MLB. And we've seen Cease hit that 7+ strikeout number in 8 of his 20 games. That's only a 40% hit rate. But with him going up against the Twins, I think that tips the scale in our favor. So give me Dylan Cease to go over 6.5 strikeouts versus the Twins.
Yeah, try to like that play as well. For my pitching prop, I'm going to be looking at Miles Mikolas. Over 5.5 hits allowed against the Chicago Cubs. If you can't find this, you can take his over 2.5 earned runs. I like that as well, but I'm going to be playing his hits tomorrow, going over 5.5, playing that up to 6.5 hits. I already said above, Miles Mikolas this season has given up the 2nd most hits by any starting pitcher, totaling 130 hits allowed this season. The Chicago Cubs are dead middle this season at hitting the ball, coming in with a .250 batting average as a team. They're going to put some pressure on the Cardinals in this game, getting to Miles Mikolas early and often. He has given up 7+ hits in 6 of his last 9 games, and I expect him to give up a lot of hits in this game against the Cubbies. Take him to struggle again, giving up over 5.5 hits as my last play of the night. All right, guys, that'll do it for our MLB player props and game picks for Saturday, July 22nd slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.